James Gunn and Peter Saffran, who are the two heads behind the DCU. Peter Saffran does more of the production side of things. James Gunn is the creative. They spoke to Variety about what's coming up.
Oh, yes.
And who's listening.
Heaps of stuff. And everyone is.
All of us are listening. Apparently, the plan is to release 2 live-action films and 1 animated film per year, plus 2 live-action and 2 animated series per year.
Seems like a lot.
Did I say the same thing twice?
You might have.
I did. Sorry, 2 live-action films and 1 animated film per year. Oh, yeah, no, that's right. In addition to 2 animated series and maybe some live-action movies.
Okay. And some webisodes?
For TV as well.
Any webisodes?
Maybe.
Okay.
This is apparently also, not apparently, they've said this depends on script approval. Because remember, the number one thing is get the script right and then we'll film the movie. And that's why we're getting, for example, that Clayface movie, which is shooting this summer.
Which might be...
Daniel
Clayface
Radcliffe.
might be Daniel
That's
Radcliffe.
the rumor. It's going to shoot in the northern hemisphere. It's shooting in the northern hemisphere summer, not our summer.
What if this Clayface was a former child actor and he's gone insane?
Oh my God! So that's the reason why we've talked about this before. Clayface went forward because it's
finished.
It was finished and good.
We just did a copy and paste on one of the comic books.
Easy.
Yeah.
Another one. They're saying that the full script for Batman 2, the Robert Pattinson one, it's not done as of yet. But it is
Matt
looking
Reeves
good.
is dragging his feet.
He is, isn't he?
He's dragging his feet over that word processor.
I don't like it, Mason. That's not how you type. They don't know about the Penguin Season 2 as of yet. Apparently, it largely depends on Colin Farrell. Okay. Because, what a nightmare.
Is he filming another season of Sugar about a man in a car with no elaborate makeup on?
Oh, maybe he is. What's that about?
I don't know.
He's in that car, though, isn't he?
Yep.
That's great.
It's great.
Yeah, I'd say the Penguin Season 2, if we get one, is at least 3 years away. That's if we even see it.
Yeah,
Batman, there's another Batman film, though, in the works. Batman the Brave and the Bold. That one's set in the DCU. It's in active development. The story's coming along nicely, apparently. They were asked about Robert Pattinson playing that version of Batman. And James Gunn said this: have we ever talked about Grant Gustin from the CW series The Flash? As in coming back? Yeah. Have we talked about Robert Pattinson? Yeah. We've talked about all those things, but serious conversations, no. So they're looking at all possible
They've been
avenues.
spitballing,
but
they haven't written anything in stone.
I think that's good.
I also read this week that because for a long time, The Brave and the Bold, they've said it's going to be directed by Andy Muschietti, who of course directed the Flash movie.
But he hasn't heard anything in a while.
No, but somebody said what they said was something along the lines of when the script is finished, they will show it to Andy Muschietti and then they will decide whether he's directing it or not.
Oh.
So they're like, what do you think of this? You like it? Well, you're not directing it.
Can you snatch it out of my hand?
That's right.
Are you quick enough?
Yeah, I'll put it over your head. Put it over here. If you can get it, you can direct it.
I hope he's not tall. He's not doing that movie.
You don't think?
I would be shocked and surprised.
Okay.
Because you're doing it.
That's right.
Because you snatched that script.
I snap. I've got a longer vertical leap than you'd think.
That's right. It's like throwing a bouquet.
That's right. I've got drive to succeed.
You do. It's got to be bad though, isn't it? You got to do a bad job.
Yeah, real awful.
Good.
Yeah. I'm going to run away bride it. I'm going to leave. On first day of shooting, I'm just going to run. They'll do the little clapper and then I'll just be gone. They'll do the clapper and then people will start acting and they'll be like, what? Well, the stage doors will open and I'm just running.
You said directors don't really do anything and it would just happen regardless, though, didn't you?
Yeah, I did say that, yeah.
Yeah. In terms of animated features, we know we've got that dynamic duo movie, which is going to be Dick Grayson and Jason Todd.
Now, I read something about that this week also.
Puppets?
No, I didn't read it.
There are puppets in it, apparently.
Okay. I read that because prior to this, it was about Dick Grayson and Jason Todd before they became Robins, but I think now it is when they are Robins.
Yeah.
Like it's that period when they're both...
Yeah.
Maybe it's a period where like after Dick Grayson stopped being Robin, and Jason Todd is Robin. Like maybe it's set in that period. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't
think they've ever been Robins at the same time though, have they?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Gunn said on this movie that there might be a way to fit it into the DCU. I would love to for this animated puppet movie to be part of the DCU. That's really appealing to me, but the story is unique, and so it may not work within our universe.
Because everybody else is a real person.
That's right. That's fine. Some stuff's animated.
Yeah.
There's also going to be a Blue Beetle animated series, which is going to continue on from the 2023 movie, presumably with the same lead. I like that. I think that would be a good, younger skewing thing. And speaking of, there's 3 younger skewing animated shows in the works. One is My Adventures with Green Lantern.
Which is going to be set in the same universe, I think,
Presumably.
as My Adventures with Superman. And that's
Great
about
show.
the Jessica Cruz version of Green Lantern.
There's also DC Superpowers and Starfire.
And DC Superpowers is going to be like a superhero high kind of vibe,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. And Starfire is Starfire from the Teen
Starfire, yeah,
Titans.
We don't have any. Thus far, we don't have any character designs or anything.
There is title cards.
Yes.
But that's all we get.
Okay, all right.
They also said that they never met with Daniel Craig about the Sgt Rock movie.
Yeah.
It was just an
Well,
idea.
Well, he's out. He's out anyway.
Yeah. James Gunn said that was just an idea, and we never really even announced Sgt Rock. So that says to me that might not even. Who's the director of that again? They think.
Oh, it might be Luca Guadagnino.
Love
Challenger's
that
guy.
Love that, Mason.
Because in a way, tennis is like war, isn't it?
It is. No, he did Queer, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
With also Daniel Craig. So I guess that's why that was considered.
In a way, kissing is like war, isn't it?
No.
Interesting.
Depends. Are you
in a
fighting
way,
kissing?
In a way, war is like tennis. Did I do that one? I did that one. I did that. Yeah.
Podcasting
is like war.
Different podcasts.
Different podcasts are like
competing for podcasting chart.
Yes,
approval.
absolutely. That's right.
Yeah. Apparently, the Teen Titans screenplay is being written by Anna Noguera, who also wrote Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Okay.
It's out there, but it's definitely not finished, so that one needs work. But they loved her script for Supergirl, so that's good. Matthew Orton, who worked on Moon Knight, is working on a script for DC Studios, which James Gunn said is something kind of like a Deathstroke Bane story.
Oh, that's right, because there's been a long time rumor that there's going to be a Deathstroke Bane movie.
Yeah.
So is that
something like sounds to me like it's not going to
secret, or maybe it's a movie that features both of them.
Yeah.
Maybe a Secret Six or
Sinister Six. Famous Five.
Famous Five. That's right.
The Wishing Chair.
Fantastic Four.
Yep. Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Magic Pudding. The Magic Pudding.
Yep. I Am Number 4.
Blinky Bill. The koala boy? He's a boy who's a koala?
The Beatles' #1 album where it's just all their number ones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Best of Fleetwood Mac. The best Fleetwood Mac album.
Yeah. There's a lot of possibilities here.
There's so many possibilities for this thing that I've completely forgotten what we're talking about.
Deathstroke and Bane story.
There it is. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. I'd like some villain-centric stuff that is where they're actually villainous. I mean, the Penguin was that.
Exactly. I think maybe that is that.
They would be looking at that Sony stuff, like Craven and Morbius, and being like,
shaking their head.
Yeah.
All the James Gunn and Saffran are in public watching them on their phones and just shaking their head the whole time.
Unbelievable.
So people know they don't approve of it. No. I wouldn't have done it like that. I'm James Gunn. I directed the Suicide Squad.
No, the good one.
No, it didn't do well, but it was good.
But it was good. People did like it.
Pretty good. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I should have led with that one.
Yeah, and the other ones.
I forgot about the other ones.
Slither. You haven't seen it, but it is good.
Yeah. Brightburn wasn't me, but I was involved somehow.
It's not bad either. People seem to like it.
That's right.
Yeah. Apparently, they remain in development on the Wonder Woman.
Don't look up my old tweets.
They got me fired.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing more about the stuff.
Yeah.
They remain in development on the Wonder Woman prequel series Paradise Lost, and they're moving forward on developing the superhero comedy series Booster Gold after waiting on a particular showrunner creator who had expressed interest in the show but ultimately moved on.
Also, the actor who was pitched for that has lost interest apparently.
Is that Kumail Nanjiani?
Might be. We don't know.
Yeah.
But I just read. I mean, again, that's the rumor mill for you. But I read that today. They're like, oh, we had somebody in mind. They're not interested.
It's like you're doing it again, Mason.
Yeah.
Another thing that you'll have to do. I don't know how you're going to squeeze all this. Oh, you're running away. So it
yeah,
doesn't matter.
I'm running away from directing the movie directly into
you get all the costume
Star
fitting.
trailer. Yeah.
You'll take 9 months to get super shredded.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So then I can run away.
Yeah, that's right.
And click, and I'm running. Damn, he's fast. He's running faster than when he was a director, probably because he's shredded.
Why are we hiring for this? I don't know. Apparently, the horror film Swamp Thing has been stuck in limbo while director James Mangold focused on the Oscar-nominated biopic A Complete Unknown, the Bob Dylan one.
Makes sense.
The Peacemaker spin-off series Waller with Viola Davis has what Gunn has called a bumpy road, struggling to land the right script. So we'll see where that lands. The Authority has also struggled. He said it's a very big movie. So if you're going to do the Authority properly, and there's some story elements perhaps that are in Superman and some in other films that were fast-tracked, step a little bit on the Authority, which makes sense. Gunn added also the script also had a harder time coming along, so the film hasn't been much of a priority because it's been subsumed by everything Brave and the Bold and Paradise Lost. So the Authority is like the Justice League, but radical, and they
And edgy, and bigger.
and kill
yeah.
and whatever.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
So it's the Avengers, but slightly more.
It's kind of Kingdom Come-ish, I guess, as well. Are they the Authority? No, they're not the Authority.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And then the Kingdom Come comic, and there's like
There's a bunch of edgy.
but they're not the Authority.
Kind of
either.
like the
Magog is the guy.
Yeah, I mean the
It's like a Rob Liefeld nightmare
the Kingdom
character.
Come characters are sort of a reflection of that sort of character from the 90s, and kind of like
We did a comic book club on
about
it.
like, is creating those characters in comic book form kind of too far? Do people want kind of more wholesome golden age characters, or
Yes,
etc.
we want
But the
both.
Authority are from that era of like big splashy widescreen comics,
Absolutely.
huge epic battles and so forth. Yeah,
Oh,
and they're
big,
edgy.
yeah. BigSandwich.co. We did a commentary for the movie Craven, Over the Top. It's there right now. Check it out. Bad movie, but we did watch it, didn't we?
That's right.
James Gunn, on that picture he took with Zack Snyder, he said, look, we've known each other since he directed Dawn of the Dead, which James Gunn wrote. They sometimes talk about different things, but they took that picture because they knew it would melt the internet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he said also that
And we're still talking about it.
we can't stop talking about
We
it.
will
even
stop
though
talking about it immediately.
Even though he said it's probably nothing, we just took a picture together. He also said they've roughly mapped out a 6-year plan to tell a wider story, which will culminate in a kind of Avengers-style movie or movies, though he insists that each individual project works as its own thing. He said it isn't like they're chapters of an overall story, they're characters that are part of an overall story.
You notice he didn't say, they're really leaning towards, it's like we're culminating in an Avengers Endgame. They're not like, it's going to be like the current phase of Marvel.
Yeah.
When nobody knows what's happening and nobody knows
And
the
there's going to
status
be
of
characters.
There's going to be
And the
characters.
movies will be good.
That's exactly
and
right.
TV shows. Oh, speaking of, we saw a first image of Lanterns, the Kyle Chandler.
Did we?
It's just this them in civilian clothes. You can look it up right now.
I
Go
don't
to
want-
comicbook.com.
I can imagine it.
Yeah.
Is Kyle Chandler wearing like a leather jacket with like a fleecy
More
collar?
of a kind of sure.
That's great.
It's something like that, but
I
it's
love-
not that specifically.
That's wow.